Howdy, I'm Cowboy Ken. Welcome to the Drop Zone. Today I have a very special guest with me. He's a retired Master Sergeant, United States Army, Bronze Star recipient, Purple Heart recipient, author of 4 books, working on number 5. He wrote the manuals for IED for the United States Army. My gosh, he's been blown up 7 times. He's tough as woodpecker lips. Welcome to the Drop Zone, my friend, Gordy Ewell. We call him Gordy. Gordy, good to see you.
Cowboy Ken, thank you for having me.
Hoorah! Now, we're here today. Now, Gordy, 7 times.
7. 6 inside the vehicle.
And 1 outside.
Yes, sir.
Tough as woodpecker lips, let me tell you. Okay, Gordy, you went through some HBO, that's hyperbaric oxygen therapy. Which time?
After the last time, I'd broke my neck, my back. I was messed up bad. So
pretty good. So you went through HBO therapy. Yeah. Please tell our audience your experience, why you went through it, and how you think it helped you. And go ahead, the camera's yours.
There's no doubt in my mind at all that hyperbaric oxygen chamber treatments saved my life. After the last time I was blown up and after I got back stateside, I had a severe traumatic brain injury. PTSD had broke my neck. Needed extensive craniofacial reconstruction.
Wait, they redid your face? Let me tell you.
The side that looks handsome is their word.
We'll leave that up to the audience.
I would shake so bad, I'd shake myself right out of a sofa and then have a seizure.
Oh, moly.
And found a doctor that had a hyperbaric oxygen chamber facility in Salt Lake. Was willing to, he wanted to show people that hyperbaric oxygen chamber treatments worked. I went in what they call a mono chamber. It's like a coffin they just slide you into. But I wasn't expected to walk. I wasn't expected to talk, to feed myself, I think I was basically just spend the rest of my days in a wheelchair. For 4.5 years, my diet was nothing but 4 to 5 cans of Ensure Boost a day. Nothing else, nothing blended, nothing cream, nothing. If it weren't for those treatments, I'm sure today somebody'd be feeding me with a slingshot.
Holy moly! Wow!
Those treatments worked. Right after the very first one I had, I noticed my father noticed a reduction in my trembling.
Okay.
I couldn't walk down the hall even with canes. My equilibrium was so off. I'd slide down a wall. People would know where I'd been because like Hansel and Gretel, there'd be breadcrumbs. There'd be pictures that I'd knocked all the way off the wall behind me. Somebody tracked me pretty easy.
Wow!
The more of them treatments I did, the better I got.
So, and now they call that a dive. Going in there, into the chamber, they put about 4 different pressures on you, and it forces 100% oxygen straight in everywhere. And that's what the brain needs, am I correct, to function, is oxygen. Not painkillers or psychotropic drugs to mask the pain. Oxygen heals the brain, am I correct?
You nailed it. Not only does oxygen help heal the brain, pure oxygen is like death. It's like our best special forces, our Delta Force. It's like instant death to a cancer cell. Pure oxygen, those cancer cells, self-destruct. They can't take it.
Holy moly. We
There-
got news flash here. Way to go.
There are doctors proving that they are curing stage 4 cancers with hyperbaric oxygen chambers.
So let me ask you a question. You wrote your books after you were blown up,
Yes, sir.
and you've written 4, working on 5. Your best one, I think, is Dung in My Foxhole.
That was my very first one.
That's the first one.
Dung in My Foxhole.
Where did you come up with the title to that?
Well, that kind of how I felt when I got back, like I was still in my foxhole wanting to fight, but somebody was just filling it up on me, but they
my
weren't filling it with
goodness.
roses.
Oh my goodness! So, and now your last book was
Gordyism, just a bunch of little, just a book full of little make you feel good quotes.
I've seen some of those online.
You can
You
just
do an awesome job.
plop it open on any page and read something that makes you feel good.
Your last book, can you tell us what it's about or the title? Or are you still working
I
on it?
had my second book was called A Lifetime at War, that never-ending dung.
Okay.
And what I wanted the public to know, as well as, it's the one that received an Eric Hoffer Award for Excellence in Literature for Self-Help.
And this is a guy who's got blown up 7 times, folks, and make sure he's saying that it was HBOT therapy that helped him do that. Am I correct?
Saved my life,
Wow.
literally.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Literally, and I know it can do this. That right now, the VA's answer, if you got TBI or PTSD, is here's these 5 drugs. It don't matter if you're 5'2" and 125 pounds or 6'9" and weigh 350. Here's your same 5 pills, your same 5 doses, and go away. And some of these medicines, some of the side effects they have is making you have suicidal thoughts. I know I did. I built the perfect suicide kit. I was ready to check out, and I'll do it in such a way would be no mess for anyone to clean up. But no.
So you're
thank
saying
God that I didn't choose that route.
yes, because we need you. You're saying that the VA prescribes these drugs that'll give you suicidal thoughts, and you wonder why we have 22. It's more than that, folks. 22 suicides a day. We're putting a stop to it. We're doing a call to action. We're helping to raise money so we can get the hyperbaric oxygen therapy chamber down in Arizona. I'll put all the information on the screen so you can check it out for yourself. But
Our
Gordy,
soldiers don't need narcotics. They don't need. They've got enough problems being broken. This is a treatment that is absolutely non-invasive. There is no ill side effects. If somebody wanted, I would never believe it, but if somebody wanted to say, hey, this thing didn't help me, at least they could also say, it never hurt me.
harm me.
And
Excellent.
with all these drugs that are being jammed down all our throats, there are so many bad side effects. We're having to take more drugs to combat the side effects.
Oh my God.
Why in 6 years, the VA, the biggest healthcare organization in the country, the experts on the TBIs, the PTSD, in 6 years, not 1 month have we been able to go. This month only 21
Oh my gosh.
committed.
Now, Gordy,
It's been 22 a day for over 6 years, and I find that unacceptable, especially when there's a treatment like this
Exactly.
that I know works. And
we're
please
getting
help us.
ready to close here, and I want you to tell the audience one bit of advice that Gordy has for all our veterans out there, what would it be?
For all our veterans, I'd say, hang on. Hang in there. You may not be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel yet, but you grab a fellow vet's hand. You grab somebody that's reaching out. We'll help you hang on, and you will see that light at the end of the tunnel. You will get through that bumpy road, that hell that you're walking through now. You will be able to see it behind you. For all the civilians out there, I'd like to say one thing. Hate war all you want. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't like war myself. Honored to have been able to fight for liberty. Nothing wrong with hating war, but for the love of everything good, don't hate those warriors. Don't hate my brothers and sisters. Don't hate those that went where they were told to go, when they were told to go. And that's Congress that sent them there. And we all have a representative. And in essence, that means we all somehow, in a small way, contributed to saying, go there and do this. If we want them to come home, let your congressman know and bring them home. But while they're there, love them for what they're doing. And that's the very best they can for everything that they love, and that's behind them. They don't hate anyone or anybody in front of them. They fight for what's everything behind them back here at home.
Excellent, excellent. You heard it here, folks, from a guy who's been blown up 7 times, tough as woodpecker lips, my friend, my buddy, my soulmate, and a brother in arms, Gordy Ewell. Thank you so much. This is from the Drop Zone. This is Cowboy Ken and Gordy, white and black hats. That is all.